let's try this again. So I just filmed a video for an update on the channel, and yeah, apparently the mic wasn't turned on, so let's start over. There went all that heartfelt shit that I just said, so now we're still gonna wing it, because that's what I said we were gonna do, we're gonna wing it. But yeah, now all the gooey shit's out of the way, and I guess I can just be a dick. I don't know. So I wanted to update everybody on where I've been, what I've been doing, the channel, the podcast, where everything went, why everything stopped. If you follow me on social media, I don't really talk about a lot of my stuff much, but you probably know that I've had some health issues. Those that have followed the podcast know that I've been having some neck issues. I had a radio frequency ablation last year at my C4, 5, 6, and 7, I believe it was. My neck's pretty fucked up from 20 years of headbanging on stage. Yeah, so for those that don't know what that is where they go in and they don't really fix the problem, they just make it so you don't feel the problem. So the best way to describe it is they burn your nerve endings off in your spine. So like the issue's still there, but your nerves aren't picking it up and can't send the signals and get you all fucked up. So yeah, you can have one of those a year. They're good for like 6 to 9 months. I got like a year out of mine close to a year before I started having symptoms again. But the symptoms were different. I had a bunch of stuff start happening that, turned out to be not related. Some of it was related, some not. It's hard to say. So the original symptoms were like tingling in the hands, right? And like discomfort and pain in the arms and the neck and the back, and just made sleeping almost impossible. But once I had the RFA, I was like, oh, good. We're, not living on easy street, but we're living on managing street. We're able to live on the street where you can manage the pain. Again, not a complaint. This is not a complaint. Pain and all that shit. It's what it is. This is my life. I chose my life. I had banged. I was crazy. This is the receipt. Whatever. So anyway, stuff started coming back, but like worse. I started to not be able to feel my hands, which is pretty terrifying. Having all kinds of spasms through your back and your shoulders and like a literal like stabbing pain. And it sucked. And I was like, oh, well, it's the neck shit. But then I started having other stuff, like pain through my chest. And, it's on the left side through the arm. And you think, the arm, that's the neck. But then the chest is there, so then you freak out, right? So I think I broke the record on, like, EKGs and all kinds of shit in 1 week because I was, like, freaking out. The ticker's fine. We did some more imaging, and we learned that I actually have more spinal issues than just cervical. I have thoracic spinal issues, which affect the nerves that go through the left side of your chest, which, is not terrifying in the least. Because you can just confuse that for, obviously other shit. So while that's going on, my anxiety's through the roof. I start getting back on anxiety meds. I got on, Flexoril, which fucking sucks. I was on it before, I hated it, stopped taking it. Well, this time around, I took it, and I started getting, like, tingling in my face, and I freaked, and they told me to stop. Yeah, they said that that's probably not the Flexoril, but, weird that it timed out that way. So we think it's dental related, because I do have a cracked tooth here. I need to go get done on Monday. Today is Saturday. Thinking that might be the thing, right? So yeah, this is all snowballing. I start getting random spasms in this middle finger and like my hand locking up. My neck doc says, that's not your neck, which I find impressively difficult to believe, but I'm not a doctor. So we go look at everything. We think, well, let's check blood sugar because tingling and whatnot, in the face could be that. Not diabetic, thank God. So that's great. Not out of the woods. I'm kind of looking at the woods, kind of do some dietary changes and maybe be a little more active. That comes with, fixing the neck and everything, because it was just kind of hard to get around. So we're trying to knock all these things out. I just had another RFA earlier this week, which sucked real bad. God damn, did it suck. So hoping to get some more time out of that, kick the can down the road a little further, get it to be a little more active again, change some dietary stuff. But with the blood sugar coming back, it seems that, with that being relatively okay, like, be alert to change some things, but also not in the woods, that we think there's some neurological shit going on, which great. So I started digging into some stuff and found out that there was a family history of neuropathy. So I can't get in to see a neurologist till like 2 days before my birthday in October. So it's gonna be a great birthday or a really shitty one. In the meantime, we're kind of treating neuropathy with some meds that have helped significantly. But yeah, so if it's that, I just kind of live with it, I guess. It's just got to medicate, which is weird to be here now in life, but life is what it is. So yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know. I'm a pretty private guy. I don't really talk about any of this. I don't look for pity. I don't, none of that shit. I don't care. My life is my life. I made my decisions. I'm living with them. It is what it is. Still gonna, wear my purple Aves, my cowboy hat, and my snazzy new red leather jacket. Because if you're gonna vibe, you might as well vibe all the way. Am I right? And I'm gonna, it's my intent here to get back on the horse here and make some content. I'm sure you guys saw that I had uploaded a bunch of music from my old bands, Cryptic Warning and Black Letter Law, which, got me into this mess. And I've been a big fan of, like, synthwave, so I've been trying to learn how to do that. And you saw that I posted a video, a track that me and my buddy Crack Octopus did that is kind of in the vein of, like, that old 16-bit Sega Genesis kind of soundtrack stuff, which I thought was pretty cool, so I threw that up there, and I did some live streams and some Let's Plays. It's my intent to do some more video game stuff, maybe some commentaries. I do plan on doing an actual play of a TTRPG system. The original plan was Cyberpunk. It looks like it's going to be Vampire the Masquerade now, which means I have to learn how to run that, which is fine. I've always wanted to learn that. I'm a Call of Cthulhu guy. I run a Call of Cthulhu for a group, and I've also, run a couple D&D one-shots, and I play D&D pretty regularly with my group. So yeah, that's coming up. But yeah, mostly just if you hung around and you're still in this channel and you wonder what happened, that's what happened. It's still happening. It's going to continue to happen basically the rest of my life, it seems. Is what it is, man. I got a career change coming down the pike. Got to take the highs and lows, right? That's what life is. It's a series of highs and lows. So yeah, that's the whole story. That's the whole story, and I'm sticking to it, as it were. So yeah, I'm gonna work on some content now, but I did want to let everybody know I love you guys and those that stuck around. I appreciate it. Expect some more from me, but if there's a dry spell, you now have context as to why. So yeah, Rob138, and I will catch you on the flip side.